where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to move my cell phone. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy. Good morning, Southern Charm. My name's Tracy. I'm here with my husband, Noel. He's behind the scenes as usual this morning. It is our Random Monday. Everything starts $1 to $5. Hello, Strega Designs, Lake Erie Vintage. Good morning, good morning. We're going to do Random Mondays. I have a few things listed, some carryovers from the Dollar Holler Show. Hi, Mimi. That I threw into the auction tab. But other than that, we're going to do random. Oh my gosh, did you guys catch Dollar Holler? That was the craziest train ride I have ever been on. That was the fastest show. And of course, I had technological difficulties right in the middle of it. My internet went out, but it was so much fun. But with that, let's go ahead. It was crazy. Yeah, it was just like boom, 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 like so fast. And I was hoping to win, but I knew when I like messed up my timings that there was no chance. And then after that, so the winning number before that show was 60 something, like 62 items sold in 10 minutes. The winner got 190. How is that even possible? Like, that was amazing. Like, she just blew it out of the water. So really set the bar high for the next one, which is in like 3 weeks. So. But let's go ahead and jump right into it this morning. I'm going to go through the few items I have in my auction tab, and then I have a ton of randoms. You know what, before I do that, I forgot I have a couple of things. I throw a flash sale in a bin. Let's see. Hopefully that's it. All right, so I just clicked on that. Let's do this first. We're going to start with some red-handled utensils, the chippy red-handled utensils. So this is for 3 of them. You're going to get the masher with that nice wooden red. That one's still not so chippy, a little bit up at the top. Then we have the spoon that is nice and chippy there. I'm holding it up way too high for the camera. And then we have this guy. So you get all 3 of those. We'll turn it, maybe. More coffee's needed this morning. All right, here we go. And we're going to run them 15-second auctions. And that is up and going. You get 3 red-handled utensils. Thank you so much for your bid. So yeah, it was such a busy weekend. Oh yeah, I forgot. My husband threw it in the chat for me. $5 shipping. So reduced shipping, you'll pay no more than $5 today. Southern Charm, thank you so much. Like I've mentioned a couple of times in my shows, we are heading towards free shipping. A lot of my shows are free shipping. This one, we're slowly getting there. So $5 is the most you're going to pay today for shipping. All right, next up, this is a little like ephemera package here. Well, this part's ephemera, but then you get the bird's nest. And I thought this was really cute. I got this at an antique store. So this is an old like ledger page. It says record for November 1930. And so it's like a ledger sheet, and then you get the little bird's nest and some fake eggs, and there's a little feather back there. It's hard to see the feather. And it's all just kind of put together. You could take it apart. I just left it in a little plastic that it came in to keep it nice, and that is up and running too. So you get a little pack. You could always pull that apart, put it into vignettes. And thank you for looking at that one. All right, these are the popular little red books. Let me make sure I got the right one. We have 2 of them here. All right, so these are those little red leather covered books. You can tell by the size. They're not bigger than my hand there. Pretty good shape. So the pages have yellowed over time, but they're still attached to their spine. Everybody's buying these to use in vignettes or other things. This one is actually ballads. I don't know. I don't think anybody reads them. I think they're all for decor. But that is up and running. Little red book. Thank you so much. I do have 2 of these, so I have another one coming up right after this. And Southern Charm, thank you. That's heading your way. And then we'll go ahead and run the other one. I'd like to just try to clear out as much of this auction list so we can just do randoms. So we have another one just like it. This one, the something, I don't know, the name's long, it's in the description. Same thing, a little yellow pages, but the spine is still good. We're gonna go ahead and get that going. And that one is up and running too. These ones are all like, all of a sudden, it was like the thing, you know how like trends or whatever, they come in waves. And we've seen geese recently, we've seen hearts, and the little leather books have been super popular recently. Thank you, Southern Charm.
Thank you.
All right, what else do I have in my auction tab before I move on? Just one other, oh, I've got these three little, I think they're flower pots. They're cute though, and I really like this one for the 4th of July, so you're gonna get all three for only $3. We've got the little apple, they're little ceramic, and I'm thinking they're like little flower pots, little small like crocks. This one does have a surface crack, but it doesn't go all the way through. And then we have this really cute one for the 4th of July. So you're gonna get all three of those, $3. They would look cute with some like little air plants in there or something. Good morning, Choco Dog. And thank you for looking at that. How is everybody today? What's going on for your week? I am on vacation from my full-time job, so I'm loving this week. I feel like I have all the time in the world. Of course I don't, but I feel like I have all the time in the world. All right, let's do some randoms. We have still some amberglass. I know, it's so much fun, just like not having like real responsibilities, like I can just go do whatever. And tomorrow I'm going antique shopping all day. Super excited about that. All right, so I came across, I actually bid on a huge lot of, oh, Lake Erie, you're off next week. Well, congratulations. So you get to look forward to it still this week. That's cool. I bid and won a big lot of amberglass, and it is all the coin ones. So this has the eagle. This is 1887 up there. This is an ashtray, but I think this looks so cool. If you're a collector of this or of amberglass, you don't always have to use it as an ashtray. It would make a great trinket dish. So we're going to run this one for $4. Up and going. Nice, heavy, thick glass too. It's really pretty glass. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so up next we have a little basket, and I have filled them, we're going to show from the top, with marbles. All different kinds of marbles here. Now these big ones, these guys here, they do glow green, but there's all different kinds of marbles. So it is a basket full of marbles, and that is up and going. Marbles are highly collectible, especially them glowing ones. Reading the chat, y'all giving each other a hard time. All right, thanks for looking at that. We have some owl stuff I'll sprinkle through. This guy's a little resin one. He would look cute in your printer's trays. I like him because it's like rough, and the paint is like, it's intentional, but it looks like it's wore off, but it's intentionally made that way. He's just adorable. Oops, can't get the right number to type in there. All right, he is up and running, $2. Cute little guy there. Let's switch him over here so you can see him up close. Falling down on your job there, Mr. Cameraman. Thank you so much for looking at that. Let's just leave it right there, and I'll show you. We got a few smaller items, so let's go through our smaller items. We have this unicorn here. Cute junk in a jar, that's right. Yes, we need that. Choco Dog turned us on to junk in a jar. Never heard of this until the new Sellers Raid train. Now I am all about junk in a jar. I got to start mine. I actually have a jar upstairs that would be perfect. All right, so we have this cute little unicorn here. It is a porcelain piece. Very adorable. All right. My husband's over there like, he looks like an air traffic controller. I don't know what you're telling me, honey. Adorable little unicorn. I do not know who makes it. No chips or cracks. We're going to put it up for $1. And there it goes. If you have a little girl maybe that likes unicorns, that would be a good one. Or boy. I mean, I say little girl. It could be a little girl or boy. It doesn't matter. Hey, Missy. Y'all, if you are sellers, put your shows in. We have no problem with you sharing your shows, so put them in there. All right, we have another owl here. This one's really pretty. I like this one. This is a nice porcelain one. I wonder if it's Homeco. It may be. It has KW121 on the bottom, possibly Homeco. No chips or cracks. Really pretty owl. Just sitting there if you are an owl collector. Today at 9, Missy has a show at 9 today. There's all kinds of shows on lately. Like I've been spending way too much money on whatnot lately. I've been in all kinds of shows. Oh, I've got to bookmark that. The whole junk jar thing just has me so fascinated. All right, let's switch over and do something else. For a little bit, we'll come back to some of the smaller things. Look at this little jar. How cute is this jar? All right, you can tell my husband's sleepy. He's not on his A game this morning. He's a little slow today. All right, Southern Charm, Friday at 1 p.m. So y'all, these are all great sellers. And then today's all new vintage decor thrift finds. Cool. So check this jar out. I love that flower. Look at that. It's so pretty. This one's in really good shape. There's a couple little spots of paint wear, but no chips or cracks. So there's the inside of it. And then let me show you just kind of like, it's like a scrape on there. It's not a chip, but you can feel it with your finger. Lake Erie Vintage has crewel and cross stitch. Oh, so I have an obsession with crewels. In my stairs going from my first floor to my second floor, like lining the stairs are all crewels. And then coming down to my basement on one wall, I have all vintage art, which I have quite a few crewels mixed in with those. So I will definitely be at that one. 742, y'all, 74, if you're a seller, 74 and 75, Whatnot's running reduced fees. There's going to be a ton of sellers on, and prepare for glitchiness just in case, because you know Whatnot, but a great time to get on and do a show. All right, let's see where there's some paint wear down here on the bottom. That is not a chip because it's nice and smooth, but there is paint wear. All right, so we have this really great jar. I'm going to go ahead and run this one. It is porcelain. I'm going to say ceramic, not porcelain. And that's up and running. Thank you so much for your bid. Let's turn it this way so you can see that gorgeous flower. And Friday, y'all, I have an announcement. I'll kind of give you a little tease. We're going to show it on Friday. TGG, that is heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we are, before I tell mine, 7-6 first steals and deals. Eastern, 7-6 on 1 Eastern, steals and deals. Wonderful. We have an announcement on Friday. I'm going to reveal it, but we are rebranding. So we are changing our logo up a little bit. I'm super excited about that. Okay, this is an antique dome cloche, antique vintage. I don't have an exact age on it, so we're going vintage, possibly antique. It came with a whole, I've been talking about it for a while. I got a whole lot of these domes in with some other stuff. I love it. You can almost see like bubbling in there a little bit. This is some type of roughness on the inside. I do not know what, possibly got burned or something. But it is a cool cloche. Let me give you a measurement on that just in case you're curious. It's about 7 inches tall, and then the opening on the bottom is 5.5 diameter. I will be bringing in, I've got about 4 more cloches I'm going to be bringing them into upcoming shows, because you can do so much with these, like just putting them on a pretty plate. And if I can think about it, I'll try to decorate them up and make one, but if not, I'm just selling the cloches and leave it to all of your creativity to decorate in some beautiful way. Let's see here. All right, we have a set of, these are little copper cups. So I have 2 of them. I like the little fancy handles. These are so cute at Christmas time to put your bottle brush trees in, so you can think ahead. They do, I'm not sure if they're made that way, they do have like a little like crack right there and right there, so you couldn't put water. I wouldn't say putting a live plant in there, but they'd be awesome for your bottle brush trees. And those are up and running, just $2 for those two little copper cups. Choco Dog's giving Southern Charm some hard times there. Better go and bookmark them shows. Lake Erie Vintage, those are going to you. Thank you so much. I do have 2 more of these. I'll go ahead and run them also. So this is the type of stuff that you would buy. So these ones, same thing. There's like some little crack lines in there. They are old. But these are the type of things you start thinking about. I can put my bottle brush trees in. I can decorate them up for the various holidays, add them into cloches, into vignettes. Welcome in if you are just joining. My name's Tracy. This is Zoe's Treasures. We do, on Mondays, random starts. And I accidentally did $1, but that's okay, because you know what? It's cool. All right, Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is heading your way.
Thank you.
On Mondays, we do random polls. I got 1 or 2 things listed in my auction tab. Mondays, we do random polls. $5 shipping, flat fee. You'll never pay more than $5. And we're just going through our random stuff here. So let's see, what else do we have? All right, so I have a ton of this Yates pottery. This stuff's beautiful, you guys. This Yates pottery. I love the coloring on this one. Yates is popular for their splatter look here. Yeah, I say splatter. It's kind of a mix between splatter and sponge somewhere in there. I love the oranges on this one. This is so springy, so summery. And they always put the dates. This is 1994, so it's signed Yates Pottery and dated. So all of Yates Pottery is signed and dated. Little bud vase, no chips or cracks, 5 inches, 4.5, 5 inches tall. And that is up and going. Beautiful coloring on that one. Thanks so much for looking at that. I was just thinking those would be cute to put under the cloche. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should grab a couple and try to make a little display under a cloche. All right, I have a tray or a platter. I love my platters. This one is golden ware out of Sebring. It says USA. No chips or cracks on this one. And this is a really, really pretty, it's a red, but it's almost a maroony red going around the edges there. Really nice one. There is some crazing on it. Let's give you a size real quick. 11 inches by 9 inches. I love to put these around my house, put candles on them. Use them for all kinds of purposes. I always have something on my dining room table, some type of platter on my dining room table covered in stuff of some sort. They also look good as like your catch-all trays, you know, throw in your keys and stuff. They're just prettier than some catch-all trays. Southern Charm, thank you so much. Yes, beautiful for Christmas time, especially with that red on there. All right, look at this mug. I had 2 of these at one point. I'm down to this one. It is clear. It is so neat though. Beautiful, like you can feel that leaf and like vine pattern going around there. Nice thick one. So this could be a good beer mug, good root beer mug, root beer floats. And that is up and going. Nice big thick one. That would keep your stuff cold for a while, especially if you threw it in the freezer for a little bit. Thanks for looking at that. All right, we have one of those folding rulers here. It is a little stiff, so you can see, I mean, it does fold up. but it is a tad bit stiff. It's been around for a while. I like that it's white though. I like the coloring. I'm pretty sure all the pieces are there. Nothing's broken off of it. So we're going to run that one. And that is up and going. Let's see, my husband's telling me to spread it out a little bit. I like that you can do, it has like that look to it, or you can flip it over and you have your traditional ruler. Thanks so much for your bid. And Choco Dog, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Right. We have some more of this amber glass. We're going to run both of these together. Normally I do under 5, but since I'm going to do 2 together, I'm going to do 2 for 6 here. So actually, you know what? I'll do 2 for 5. We're going to keep it under the 5 like I advertised for. So we have, they're like the little, oh, I forget the proper name, like little Sunday dishes. I forget the proper name of them. Amber glass, it is that coin one with your Liberty or your torch, your Eagle, Liberty Bell on there. No chips or cracks. You get both of those. We're going to run 2 for 5. And they are up and going. You're all going to be seeing some amber glass coming, mixing in from this pattern. Like I said, I've got so much of it. Merry Monday. Good morning, Natural State of High. How are you this morning? Southern Charm. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have this piece here. This is, I would use it as a bud vase or just a piece of decor. I'm pretty sure it's pewter. It has some good weight to it. So it's like a pitcher or a vase. No markings on the bottom of it that I can see. We're going to go ahead and run that one. And that is up and going. That's a little blurry. I don't know why that's coming through blurry. That stands about 7 inches tall. Shipping from the weekend. Well, I am glad. Come in for the vibe anytime. And so I have shipping. Choco Dog, thank you so much. I have shipping to do today too. After this show, I'm going to wake my daughter up. We're going to go for a walk. And then I'm going to ship. That's what I have to do today. Everything from this weekend. All right, what is next? This is a cute little piece. This little brass piece. If you like elephants, how adorable is that? That is the 3 elephants. It could be the daddy, the mommy, and the baby, or it could just be 3 friends walking along. Little brass piece. I'm pretty sure it says from India. It says brass land exports. I have no idea. Made in India. Yep, there we go. Made in India. And that is up and going. It is adorable. Some people collect elephants, which is kind of cool. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, thank you, thank you. Heading your way.
Thank you.
What do we have next? I think I may have had this last week. I don't remember. Sometimes I try to pick out about 40 items every Monday. Sometimes I forget if I showed it last week or not. But this is like a Williamsburg pottery piece. It is not marked Williamsburg, but it's very similar to one. Really pretty. You got your cobalt there. It is a pitcher. Again, there are no official markings on there. No chips or cracks though. And it's about the size of my hand. So if I put my hand next to it, it's about that size. So you get a decent height going on. Because it's not marked Williamsburg, we're going to start it for 3. Y'all, I got to call out Natural State of High. She was just talking in the show. Casey, give me 1 second, I'll answer it. She has a talk show. What day? We just watched it. Friday? Natural State of High, if you're in here, put when you do your Friday. It's For the Win Friday. There it goes. See how your name helps people remember things? For the Win Friday. So her talk show is on Friday. And y'all, she was just talking some really good truth. Like, I love going into her shows, her regular shows, but her talk shows in particular, because it is just not rude or not mean, but it's unapologetically the truth. Like, she just talks from the heart. And she just had some really good things to say just about, like, at the bottom line of it was etiquette and just how we like present ourselves, like our shows and just things like that. And it was so good. Y'all just catch her show if you ever can. Mine is on first and then hers. So not that one's better than the other. I'm just saying you can come and watch mine, and then after mine, well, we can either raid in or hers starts shortly after. So it's a nice progression for your Friday morning. All right. So we have a glass owl. This guy is really cool. I like him. This is from my personal collection. I like his little eyes that kind of like stick out there. Really pretty. I do not know who it's from. Nice polished bottom there. So it is like a paperweight or a shelf sitter. And it stands about 4¼ inches tall. We're going to run that for $5. Really pretty piece. Oh, wait, hold on. Not 51. Y'all not going to want to pay 51. There we go. 5. There we go. Up and going. You know what, Natural State of High, though? Like, I appreciate it. I don't know I don't know if necessarily if I'm open-minded. I try to be, but I just think there's so many different people. Cozy Collectibles, so many different people on Whatnot. Like, we can all be.
Thank you.
Like, everybody doesn't have to be the same. You know, that's what's great. That's what's like wonderful about Whatnot. Like, as sellers, we can all bring our own authentic selves to the table, and I love it. I don't know. You had asked a question. Cozy Collectibles, the music. So my husband takes care of all of our graphics and like our digital stuff, but we just use Spotify. So we use royalty-free music from Spotify, and he just runs it through the computer. So he starts it up before we start the show, and somehow he merges it together. I keep bugging him to teach me how to do this, but that's his department. But a warning on music. Oh, you're wild and high energy. I could be sometimes too. So this weekend, like on the raid trains, I'm like, oh, go, go, go. But my regular job, I kind of like mellow. Regular job, regular shows. All right, check this piece out. How unique is this? I don't know the exact intent of this piece, but it's beautiful. It is a porcelain piece. Look at just that design. I mean, the edge is there. And then my favorite part is how this little part right here just kind of goes, whoop. How cute is that? It does have a mark on the bottom, M&Z Austria, and it has 933 kind of engraved or embossed in there. Beautiful piece. You're extra. That is up and running for $5. Thank you so much for your bid. Something for Leslie's Little House, absolutely. And yeah, the perspectives can be, I mean, you can learn so much. So in my talk show, I was talking about TGG, thank you so much. My talk show last Friday, I was talking about Green 13 and how I don't necessarily agree with everything he says because we're different types of sellers. But you know, even if you don't agree with somebody, there's nuggets of wisdom in what people say. Like, you could always pull something out. Like, you could totally be like, look, you sell completely different than I do. Your energy's different than mine. Just all of that stuff. But there may be something that they just said or something that they do that you're like, yeah, but you know what? That's pretty cool. You can find something in everything. I just think a lot of times people fail to see that. People could just be like, oh, you're not like me. You're not my type. Now, that's not saying everybody's type, because, you know, I'm not some people's cup of tea, and that's okay. All right, we have another one of these amber glass pieces with the coin dot on there. This is a creamer or a small pitcher, whatever you would like to use it for. I think it's more creamer size. Absolutely beautiful, no chips or cracks. All of this amber glass I got, I was so excited because it's all in mint condition. Like, whoever had it before took such good care of it. And that one is up and running. I do have a full set. I think in my next Friday night show, I'm going to do the full set. I have a sugar and creamer of that I'm going to put together. Thank you for your bid. And Choco Dog, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is a really cool bowl. I think these would look good coming in with with like your Crocs and stuff. This says, let's see if I can read the bottom. It's getting kind of faint. I cannot read it. It has some markings on the bottom there, but I can't read it. It doesn't say Roseville. I know that for sure. It's not Roseville. But look at it. I love the blue band around there. It is a ceramic piece. I'll give you a size 6-inch diameter. And that is up and running for just $4. Thank you so much for your bids. I just won some auctions over the weekend, so I'm super excited. I got probably 80 or 90 butter pats coming, a whole big old box of them. Southern Charm, thank you, thank you. So I cannot wait to bring those to the show. I had to pay up for them a bit, but you know how hard it is to find butter pats anymore? So it was a huge box. I saw it like 3 weeks ago. When I went to like pick up some other auction stuff and I did the preview and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna win that. And sure enough, yesterday I was like, this is mine, I'm gonna get it. Yes, extremely hard to get butter pats anymore. So, all right. Oh, that's loud. All right, we have another little owl piece here. This is pretty, this is a glass bell. I love the owl on top of that, so 70s looking, that bell. And you can hear, there you go. Yes, tons of butter pats, they're coming. I'm gonna pick them up either today or Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and run that bell. Let's give you a quick little measurement on that. Okay, 5 inches, no chips or cracks on that bell. And that is up and running. Thank you so much for your bid. It does work, you heard it. Beautiful, beautiful bell. I will do a butter pat show. So I haven't decided, Cozy Collectibles, thank you so much. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do like purely a full butter pat show. I probably could, that is a good idea. I usually do my butter pats, I mix them in with my primitive, but because I have so many, maybe just doing a full butter pat show would be a good idea. That may be a fun one to do on the 4th of July. You need all the owls. I've got some more owls. Let me show you a few more of the owls if you need owls. I've got 3 more here today. So let's see. Let's do these. We haven't done these ones yet. These are little guys. This is porcelain. So they're just 2 little owls cozying on up together there. No chips or cracks. Somebody wrote something on the bottom, but they're in perfect shape. Those would fit on like a printer's tray. And that is up and going. 2 cute little owls. We have 2 more owl things we'll do. Cozy up, that's right. And Deb's Why Not? And that was a first purchase.
Thank
I
you.
think it was. It flashed. So I'm trying to get used to first purchases. I am so terrible about this. So we run on a computer and on the computer it doesn't show the first purchases. So I have my phone here and I'm trying to get used to like, peeking down and seeing it, but it's a habit I'm not into yet, but I'm trying. Let her have, hey, everybody can bet on the owls. Yesterday, I got to talk about something I wanted yesterday. Look at this guy. I love him. He looks just like, I don't know, like surprised or something. This is a porcelain piece. He is adorable, possibly Homco. It has a little marking there on the bottom, but I don't know who actually makes it. Couple of inches tall, about 3.5 inches tall. And that is up and going. Just $2, a cutie pie. Thank you so much for your bid. Cozy Collectibles heading your way. I have one more owl today.
Thank you.
Oops, my tag just fell off. All right, I have one more. That was this guy here. This is a little more formal owl. He's just sitting there overlooking everything. That's right, today is $5 reduced shipping. You'll never pay any more than $5, so we're gonna go ahead and run him. This one is cute. I like the look on its face on this one. let's see. Oh, what am I trying to do? There we go, $3. $3. Oh, you have him. Oh, well, that's cool. He is up and running. If anybody is interested in that one, thank you so much for your bid. Those are all my owls today. And Deb's why not? All right, you guys.
Thank you.
You know what? Let me grab something. I just found an owl thing. I picked it up yesterday at the store. Was it yesterday or the day before? I was going to put it on my wall, but we're going to put it for sale. Let me go and grab it because it is the cutest owl thing ever. So hold on. This is a last minute edition. Give me a second. I got to run up the stairs and grab it. All right, I was gonna hang this on my collage wall, my wall going down my stairs that has like vintagey art, but we're gonna go ahead and put it up for sale. This is hand painted. Oh, well, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Look at how cute this is. Hand painted, it's on a piece of wood, you can hang it up. Has a little hanger there. It says RJA, whoever that is, painted him. He is adorable. And this one, I gotta start at $5, just because of what I paid for it. Thank you so much for your bid. I thought he was so cute. And Deb's why not? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is a cutie one. It's not that often I save stuff for myself, but oh, I would love that. I would love to see some of your paintings. You paint, oh, that would be great. I love owls. So when I was a little girl growing up, owls have a special meaning to me because when you don't have to, if you paint, you're an artist. That's all there is to it. It's not about being professional. If you paint, you're an artist. But when I was growing up, my grandmother, who I was super close to, I was an only child and the only grandchild. So I was really close to my grandma, and she collected owls all over her house. Any type, porcelain, glass, ceramic, you name it, she had it. And so every time I think of an owl, it reminds me of my grandmother. So they're kind of close to my heart. Octagon planter. Do I have one? Platter. Octagon platter. Help me, what are you asking for one? Or I don't think I have one in my show today. Octagon, I don't have any, but if you saw something in the bin, let me know. I had a platter earlier that sold. I'm going to keep going while I think about that, because maybe it'll come to me what you're saying. All right, we have a Tanala vase. This is a beautiful, beautiful vase here. It has the blue flower on it, made in Mexico, Mexican pottery. I'm looking, I just thought I saw maybe a little crack line. I don't know, I want to make sure. Something caught my eye when I was spinning it around. There is. Okay, I'm going to mark this way down because I just noticed you can barely see it. Right there's like a crack line. I don't even know if it goes all the way through, but we're going to mark it down just because of that. It caught my eye right when I was spinning it. We're going to just sell this for $2. I had someone want my owl, but I have no idea how to ship a canvas. So Cozy, if it's just a canvas that maybe you can roll, I don't know if that's a possibility. You can do the 921. Priority Mail has like, they're like tubes, but they look like triangles. Choco Dog, thank you so much. That's heading to you. That may be a possibility. If it's like a rollable canvas, it's framed. Okay. Oh, it's in the Southern Charm. Thank you so much. I'll take a look at what that is. The only thing to do, it's going to be oversized. Your shipping may be just a little more money. I mean, you may have to, thank you, Southern Charm, up the shipping on it. That would be the only thing I can think of. Oh, absolutely. I'll go grab it. Well, let me get this next item running and I'll go get that. I'll go get the platter that you're asking about. Thank you guys for helping me out to figure out what that was. All right, let me get something running and then we will. All right, take a look at this. This is a beautiful little trinket dish. Purple flowers on there. So we've got some purple flowers and I love the little like crimpy edge to it. No chips or cracks. And on the inside, look at that. You get the flowers on the top and on the inside. How cute is that? And it's pretty good size for a trinket box. We're talking 5.5 inches across. So we're gonna run this one and I'll go grab that platter. Cozy Collectibles, have a great day. All right, so this trinket box is up and running and I will be right back with the platter.
Thank you.
And Choco Dog, thank you so much. I know, I was surprised too when I saw it. For some reason, I don't pick these up like intentionally a whole lot. This one I did though. This one I actually like saw it and bought it. But normally trinket boxes I have them because they come in lots, like in with my auction stuff. All right, so I'm pretty sure this is the platter. Let's just see it here. I have 2 in this design, so that's why I brought both of them. This is a 13 by 9.5. Let me make sure it's the right one. Nope, it's the other one. It is this one. All right, so I'm pretty sure, yep, stained and crazed. So beautiful platter. There is staining and there is crazing going on. It is Homer Laughlin, 13.5 by 9.5. Yep, that is the right one. We're gonna go ahead and run this one as an auction. Let me drop the price down a little bit there. And that is up and going. In case you're interested, no obligation. We will run the next one also. Thank you so much for your bid. And DPK, first purchase, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That one actually does not need a tag. I will run the other one too, just because we have it here. I went and grabbed both. So we have this guy too. This one's really pretty. This one, the size is wrong on my description. Let me just edit that size out because I don't want it to be wrong. All right. Sorry, we're just fixing this up because I realized I had it listed incorrectly and I don't want that to happen. Confirm. Okay, so we have this one too. This is the exact same pattern. It is Homer Laughlin. It is a little bit smaller, but this one has like a chip and it looks like it was burned at one point. I love it. I think it adds to the character. So you can kind of see a lot more of the staining around there. And that chip is on the back side. And that is 11 by 7.5. And we're gonna go ahead and run that one too. We're gonna do this one for 5 because it is smaller. And that one is up and running if anybody is interested in that one. Thank you so much for your bid. And DPK, that's heading your way. Thank you, thank you. Funny story with that pattern. I bought one platter like that in that pattern for myself, used it, and then bought 2 more, not realizing I already had the same pattern. Just, you know what that says? That says I shop too much. Okay. It just dawned on me. Bad story. I'm just admitting my shopping addiction going on right there. But I bought 2 more, not realizing it. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I have 3 platters all in the same design. I must really like it, right? All right, so we have this cute little creamer. I love this. Do you? Okay, good. Now I feel better. This reminds me of like the 70s Holly Hobby colors. It's not Holly Hobby, but that's what the coloring reminds me of. Mint condition, little creamer. It is made Cordella, not Cordell, Cordella stoneware out of Japan. Sounds familiar. All right, let me just find my listing. Here we go. And that is up and running. Little creamer, adorable creamer there, stoneware piece. Thank you so much for your bid. So So if y'all weren't in here at the very beginning, I announced that we are going to rebrand. So we're updating our logo. DPK, thank you. I'll talk more about it on Friday because I'm really trying to gather my thoughts to really have a good discussion on the talk show on Friday. But we have found, so I did, when I first started Whatnot, I created my logo in Canva, which is a great program. I am not saying don't. Thank you so much for your purchase from the bin. But I used kind of a basic generic image, and now I'm finding that there's another 2 sellers using the exact same logo. So, and it was brought to my attention yesterday. I knew there was one, but she really wasn't on here that often. I was like, yeah, whatever. But it was brought to my attention. There's another seller using the exact same logo. So to avoid confusion, my husband and I have been thinking about rebranding anyways. So we're going to unveil on Friday our new logo. Very excited about it. All right. So we have, this is an old Edison record, which is really cool. So you get the case. It doesn't have a lid, but you get the case that comes with it. And then you actually get, I know, I'm super excited about it actually. You get the Edison record itself. There's actually little grooves on here that play a record. So as a specific type of record player, it may not be, it may be called a record roll. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to run this for $4, and that is up and going. I think this is really cool. Piece of, like, I don't think you can call that ephemera, but it would look neat with your primitive or your kind of vintage stuff. Neat to put into a vignette. So yeah, we will, it'll still look somewhat familiar. I don't want to change it drastically, but we're going to rebrand. So for a while, as we transition, some of my printed stuff, I'm not just going to throw it away. I can't just throw money out, but there'll be some crossover for a little bit, but everything electronic you'll see in the new stuff coming this week. All right, this is another one of the amber with the coin dot. This is like the candy jar, mint condition. I know you can't quite see the pictures very clear on the camera, but you have the eagle, the Liberty Bell, the torch, the star. And that one is up and running. No chips or cracks. Nice thick piece of amber glass. And Malia, hopefully I'm saying that right. First purchase, thank you so much. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Look at this little guy. He is adorable. Cranberry, pink cranberry glass. It's like textured. Down here almost looks like the dots. And then of course you have a clear applied handle. No chips or cracks. And that is going now. Good morning, all things lovely. Thank you for looking at that one. All right, so I had these the other day. I had a whole set of these and I miscounted, or else I would have sold this when they were hot and going the other day. I had 2 people who were like going back and forth to buy these. So I miscounted, so I have one left. So we have a green and white bowl here, but it's like a shallow bowl. So you can see it's not like super deep. And this is Ophir, O-P-H-I-R, Burslem, England. So these are out of England. They've got that little mark there on the back if you're a collector and that happens to mean something. They are really pretty bowls, very shallow. But we're going to run this one for $3. And that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. And Choco Dog, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we have a plate here. If you have an ironstone, Choco Dog, unlock the silver tier. That's the other thing I want to do. I want to name my tiers. People have the coolest name for their tiers. The reason we've held off is because my husband has, you are very welcome. My husband has all the logos like he's done for the graphics, and if I change a name, then he has to change that. So we've been holding off, but I really want to do that. So this is an ironstone plate. Very stained, very crazed. Plate will look great with your collection. It is Anthony Shaw England is the name on the back. No chips or cracks, just a lot of staining and crazy. Like Peach Cobbler. Yes, like Southern Charm has some cute names. That is hers, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Southern Charm has all those like sweet tea and the cute names. We're gonna do this plate for just $2. Up and running. This is, I don't know what, 9 inches? Yep, 9-inch diameter. Piece of ironstone, yep. I've seen some really good ones. People get really creative with them, so I want to come up with something. I'm just, we got to give him some time to redo it. Thanks for looking at that. All right, this is really cool. I found this, and I thought this was really neat. It's small, but just perfect. Look at that. It says Rings and Things. It's a little porcelain piece, and it's like a, what's the name of it? Oh, I can't think of the name. The wall planter thing. Wall pocket, there it is. It's like a wall pocket, you can hang it, but you can put it by your sink and put like your rings or something in it and it hangs up. Isn't that so adorable? And it's so tiny. It's 2.5 inches tall. I have never seen one of these. I thought it was adorable. And that is up and running. I am giving him more work. If you are just joining, shipping is only $5. You'll never pay more than that on this show today. Malia, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hold on real quick. Sorry. Trying to fix this up here. I did something wrong. Give me a second, you guys. Got my number mixed up here, and I want to make sure we got it right. All right, we'll fix it afterwards. Yeah, there's a couple. I'll fix it afterwards. Don't worry. I don't think I've ever sent somebody the wrong item. I think I've forgotten something in a box before. That's happened, but I've never sent somebody the wrong item. All right. We have another one of those ceramic bowls. I don't know who makes it. I got a whole collection of like these mixing bowls, like vintagey bowls. I like this one. Even though it's a basic brown, it has a really pretty pattern going around it. You're fired. All right, we're gonna run this one for just $2. I'm gonna give you a measurement on it here as it's going. It is up and going, 5-inch diameter, about 3 inches tall. Thanks for your bids. Choco Dog, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, what do we have going on next? I got a few more pieces here. All right, does anybody do the bathroom stuff? My phone alarm is going off. All right, does anybody do like collect the dollhouse stuff? So I found this. We're going to do all three pieces together. It is not perfect. That's why we're going to put them all together for a good price. So these are porcelain pieces. These are like the dollhouse furniture. This is a porcelain bathtub. It is missing one of the little spouts. So we have one, but the other one's missing. Then we have a sink that's in really great shape, porcelain sink. Little porcelain piece there. They do have some crazing on them. And then we have the toilet, which look at this. It even hits on a stick. It looks like it has like the plumbing and everything. The back of it is a little, there's like a piece missing there on the back. But we're gonna do all three of these pieces, dollhouse furniture. We're gonna run all three for $5. Up and going. Little porcelain pieces. I know there is a whole, there's like a lot of people who collect it. And I'm not sure if they like actually do like dioramas and dollhouses, but I think it's pretty cool. Malia, thank you. That is going to you.
Thank you.
Let me just set this down. 1 second. Oh, okay. Trying to find the right spot for it. Okay, let's see here. We are working our way through everything. Look at this one. This is so neat. This is a tin, but look at that picture on it. It is such great shape. I thought it was so beautiful, that bird on there. So the back does have a couple of scratches. You can see right over here in that corner, there's a little scratch on the back. But the front where that picture is just perfect. There's gold around the sides, and it is a nice clean tin. You get the top and the bottom there. We'll give you a quick measurement on it so you know the size of it. I just thought it was such a pretty piece of art. 11 by 9 1/4. And that is up and running for $4. Beautiful. I like it has like a shiny, almost foily look to it. And all things lovely, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
All right, next up, yeah, wow, okay. So I showed this last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't know. And I wasn't sure what it was. And I went and did, because I just pulled it out of the box and put it in the show. I went and did a little research. This is a Hazel Atlas. Say Hazel Atlas? It doesn't say. It's a Hazel Atlas mini ice bucket. How cool is that? I had no idea that's what it was. We're gonna go ahead and run it. It is blue glass, no chips or cracks. We're gonna run it for $2. I just thought it was a really cool. And then when I found out it was actually like a Hazel Atlas thing, I'm like, hey, that's even better. Choco Dog, thank you so much. Heading your way.
Thank you.
Let's see. All right, we're going to go back through a couple of the items I had from the beginning and see if anybody wants those, because I know we always come and go. I have a basket full of marbles here. So you get all different marbles. We're going to look from the top. These big ones are glowers. So under your black lights, the big ones glow. And then you've got just different sizes in there. And those are up and going. A little basket of marbles for $3. They do have at least 1, 2, 4 glowers, at least 4 glowers. Thanks for your bids. Malaya, that's going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have this little package here. It has a piece of ephemera on the back. It says record for December 1930. So it's actually like a little ledger of like a sales ledger or something. And then you get a nest with some eggs in there. You can take it all apart. I bought it like this, so I just kept it together. But you could take it apart and use it in different things. That is up and running, just $4. Thank you so much for your bid. All things lovely, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have a cloche. This is a vintage antique. I had no way of actually dating it, but it came in. I bought a collection of cloches that were sold as antique cloches. So this one you can tell it's old. You can just look in the glass and see it's old. It has some dust, but the dust doesn't make it old. But you can just tell by the make of the glass. There is something right here, like possibly a burn mark. It's on the inside. I did not try to scrub it. I measured the cloche earlier. The base is 5.5 inches. Will look perfect on a saucer. And that is up and going. Just the cloche. And Choco Dog, that is heading to you. Thank you so much. Okay, a couple more pieces. I found this owl sitting back there. I showed him at the very beginning, but then I buried him, so I didn't bring him out with the other ones. We got this little guy. I think he's resin. He is cute, has nice texture to him. No chips or cracks. He's just sitting there. Oh, I say that. Nope, there is a little chippy there. We're going to put him for just $1. There's a little chippy right there as I set him down. I see that. So let's go ahead and sell him for just $1. And you know, we're going to drop down to 10 seconds. We're getting towards the end. If there's anything in the bin that you guys are interested in, now's the time. So we're getting close to the very end here. Thank you so much, All Things Lovely.
Thank you.
Is Tim in trouble? I missed whatever the conversation was. Sorry, see somebody trying to purchase something. I'm getting a message because something's wrong here. Okay. Deb, thank you so much for sending me that message. We'll get whatever that is worked out. All right, check this out. This is Yates pottery. I have so much of this. I bought a big lot of this because I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I love the orange and whites. All of Yates pottery, and I know you're not going to be able to see that on camera, but it is marked on the bottom. This one says Yates 1994. I have some pieces that go all the way back to the early 70s. This one is 94. A little bud vase, 581, and absolutely. Let me see what those are, and I can go and grab it. Ooh, 581, yep, I know what that is. We'll grab it. Thank you, Malaya, for your purchase there. So 581, absolutely, and let me see what this other one is. Yep, I will go and grab both of those pieces for you. I'm going to run something in the meantime while I grab those. So while I do that, we're going to go ahead and run this little item here. This is a little creamer, glass creamer, pink cranberry colored, applied handle. There's a Ponto mark there on the bottom. I can't feel that. So indicates to me that it is hand blown. Let me get this going. Oops, hold on. What not? Why not? You're being what naughty? All right, let's see here. All right, so this creamer is up and going, and I'll go grab those two requested items.
Thank you.
And Southern Charm, thank you so much. I grabbed those requested items. We're going to go ahead and run them unless you see it and you grab it out of the bin before I run them. But we'll start with this first one. All right, so this one is a cornucopia glass piece. I'm pretty sure it's flashed. And I only say that because there's like a little scrape. It's not a chip, and it looks clear. And there's kind of some wear in here, so I am thinking it's flash glass. Still beautiful cornucopia. I love the texture around the top. It sits beautifully. I'll turn it like this so we can see it. And we're going to go ahead and run that for $5 today for 10 seconds. That is up and going. No obligation. Just because you ask does not mean anybody has to buy. I am always happy just to pull it out and show people. Thank you so much for taking a peek at that. And then we had this one was a request too. This is one of my favorites. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, you think it's Blinko or Viking? I'm not sure because it looked flash to me, so that's why I wasn't sure. It's cool. I love it either way. All right, and then we have this one. Let me find, what was this number on this one again? 581. This one is absolutely stunning. This is antique. It's a Victorian piece of glass. Today's the day. Hey, $5 shipping. So great day to buy something big and fragile. So it is a basket. Look at the inside. And thank you so much, Doris. I appreciate it. This is heading to you. Beautiful purchase. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece there.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. I think with that, we'll do a couple more. I have like 2 or 3 more items here. We'll do these. We have this little piece here. I'm having some fun today. We're going to go for $1. This is, I'm not going to say it's Williamsburg. It's characteristic of Williamsburg, but it is not marked Williamsburg. No chips or cracks though. Little pitcher, so it is nice. It would fit right in with that type of decor. And that is up and running for just $1. Thank you so much, Choco Dog. Choco Dog, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, probably the last item of the day. I'm missing, my husband's pointing to the screen. I'm missing something. Let's do a sellout show. Yes, that would be amazing. We're close. We only have a couple items here. This one is a nice glass mug, great for beer, root beer, ice cream floats, nice, thick, and heavy. And I like how the outside has some texture. And that one is up and going for just $1. We're down to the very end. You know what I do with the last few items, I always run them for $1. Southern Charm, thank you so much. Heading your way. That's hang around, stick through a show. We get to the last couple items, they go for $1. That's the way we do it. I have 3 items left. We have an ironstone plate here. Gorgeous crazing and staining on this plate. No chips or crack. Well, there's a line here, but possibly, I can't quite feel it. It is an old plate. We're going to put it up for $1. A root beer float, yes please. I would love one of those. You know what my addiction is? It's Ben & Jerry's Half-Baked. Total addiction right there. Kiki's collection, that my husband does all of that. So some people will run it through OBS. Choco Dog, thank you so much. Some people run it through OBS. My husband uses other graphic software, and we run all of our shows through a computer. All right, we have a little unicorn here. Tell you what, we're going to do, this is like a little collector lot here. We're going to do all of this together because they've been around for a while. We get 3 little planters. This one does have a little line right there, a little chippy, not chip line, little crack line right there. 3 little planters and a porcelain unicorn, kind of an iridescence looking one. All 4 of those pieces, $1. There you go. That'll give us a sold out show. Thank you so much. Thank you for your bids. There's actually 3, okay. Choco Dog, heading your way. Thank you. Y'all, we've had a great show. I appreciate you helping me have a sold out show this morning. Our next show is, what day is today? Friday, talk show, 7 a.m. Friday morning. And then since I'll have my Butter Pats, I love that idea of doing a Butter Pat show. So let me see if I can fit that in. Thank you, Southern Charm. Yes, sold out. So keep an eye out. I may be posting a sold out show, and we will see you all soon. So have a great week, and we'll talk to you all soon. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. Let me look really quick. Who is on? Anybody know who's on right now? Let's see. Minimize show. Who's on? Who's on? Who's on? Antique Vintage Decor. Anybody in community? Oh, I Love Discounts is on in community. We always go to her. I'm trying to see who else may be on. Let's just go over and see I Love Discounts. So I know her. I know it's a safe, great person. So we're going to go see I Love Discounts. Have a great weekend, everybody. Weekend.
Thanks for joining us. Buckle up. See you next time